Picture this: a young prince, crippled and forgotten, living in fear of the new king. But what happens next will change his life forever. Our story begins in ancient Israel, around 1000 BC. King Saul has fallen in battle, and his rival David now sits on the throne. In those days, new kings often eliminated the previous royal family to secure their rule. But David remembers a promise he made to his dear friend Jonathan, Saul's son. Is there anyone still left of the house of Saul to whom I can show kindness for Jonathan's sake? David asks. His servants tell him about Mephibosheth, Jonathan's son, who was crippled in both feet after a tragic accident when he was just 5 years old. Mephibosheth has been living in Lo Debar, a name that means no pasture or place of no bread. It's a fitting description for his life of hardship and obscurity. When summoned to the palace, Mephibosheth is terrified. He bows before David, expecting the worst. But David's words shock him. "Don't be afraid, for I will surely show you kindness for the sake of your father Jonathan. I will restore to you all the land that belonged to your grandfather Saul, and you will always eat at my table." Mephibosheth can hardly believe his ears. "What is your servant that you should notice a dead dog like me?" he asks, highlighting his own sense of worthlessness. Yet David's kindness knows no bounds. He not only restores Saul's lands to Mephibosheth, but also commands his servants to farm the land for him. Mephibosheth is given a place of honor at the king's table, treated like one of David's own sons. This story, found in 2 Samuel chapter 9, teaches us powerful lessons about grace and keeping promises. David's actions reflect God's own undeserved kindness towards us. Just as Mephibosheth was elevated from a place of fear and poverty to one of honor and abundance, so too can we experience God's transformative love. Mephibosheth's life was forever changed by this act of kindness. He went from living in fear to dining with the king. His story reminds us that no matter our past or our limitations, we too can be recipients of unexpected grace. In a world often marked by revenge and self-interest, David's treatment of Mephibosheth stands out as a beacon of hope. It challenges us to consider, how can we show kindness to those who might consider themselves our enemies? How can we honor the promises we've made, even when it's costly? The tale of Mephibosheth, the lame prince turned royal guest, continues to inspire us today. It's a timeless reminder that true greatness lies not in power or perfection, but in extending grace to others, especially when they least expect it.